Hi everyone, this is just a quick video on showing you how to do straight line quilting using masking tape instead of having to draw lines on in chalk or a friction pen or anything like that. You can get your straight lines but just by using masking tape. I've got various widths here: masking tape, painter's tape, washi tape. So I've got this one's about 2 inches wide, this one's about 1 inch wide, and then if you wanted any narrower, I've stuck a piece onto my table and I've used my cutting ruler and my rotary cutter to cut it to 1/2 inch. And I've just ripped that piece, so be a bit more careful than I have, so that you could have narrower as well if you wanted, to give you different effects. Okay, so all that you need to do is get yourself some tape, and you can reuse this quite a few times. So I'm using my 2 inch one here, and you can either you could line your piece of work up onto a mat with the straight lines to make sure you get things straight. I'm just going to go straight across diagonally, so I'm just going to press that on, and then I'll take this to the sewing machine and I'll sew right up against this side and right up against this side. Your quilting, you're going to use a longer stitch. I like to use 4mm. Okay, as you can see, I've laid this on my sewing machine. I've changed my stitch length to 4mm, and I'm going to stitch just alongside the edge of your masking tape. Try not to go too fast, and then you don't stitch into the masking tape. If you do, you will be able to tear it out and get it from underneath, but to save you having to do that, and so you can reuse your masking tape, just go nice and slow. Okay, so that's one side, and I'm also going to go down the other side. You might find if you've got quite a lot of layers you're quilting, I'm only doing a thin layer of batting with 2 layers of cotton here. You might need to do, you might need your walking foot. Okay, so there we go. So I'm just going to peel that piece of masking tape off now. And I've got 2 perfectly straight lines. Now I'm just going to stick that on my mat to use in a little while. Okay, so you've got 2 nice straight lines there. Now I've got this one that I cut at a 1/2 inch. Now I did tear it, but I'm going to use it anyway. Just line that up with the previous stitching that you've already done. Make sure it's nice and straight. Okay, so that's my 1/2 inch piece of tape on, and then I'm just going to stitch down that side as well. Okay, that's that down that side. Take the tape off. Got a nice narrow line that side, so I'm going to repeat that on this side. Then my tape pieces have stuck together, so this will make this a little bit easier. Okay, so there we go, that's 2 lots of straight lines. So I think I'm going to use the 1 inch one as well. And stick that one. Okay, so that's the 2 1 inch lines as well. So we've got 1 2 inch, and then we've got the 1/2 inch either side and the 1 inch. Now I'm going to use the 1/2 inch again. You can do this however you like. I'm just sticking these down in a little bit of an order to see what pattern I get. Okay, there we go. So I'm just going to finish this off. I'm going to put the wide tape here again. And then I'm going to go in the opposite direction and see what it looks like doing the same pattern, go in the opposite direction, what kind of look you'll get. Okay, so there we go. So I've just done the same pattern going in opposite directions. I just need to trim all the edges. It makes quite a nice tartany type pattern. If I flip it over to the back, you might be able to see it better. So that was my 2 inch width of tape here. Then I did 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1/2 inch, 2 inch, half, 1 half. Just repeated it. Did 2, half, 1 half, and then repeated that. Okay, gives you a nice effect. So if you were making zipper pouches or bags or anything like that, makes your fabric a little bit more sturdy. You can use it in quilting, quilt as you go. I'm going to use this to make 3D Christmas trees. That class will be coming soon, so watch this space.